Rosy friends, it's Julie, and today I'm going to talk about the skincare products that I'm using right now. My whole skincare routine, it's extremely basic. I have been since basically last January when SBTC Buckthorn shut down. You know that I loved their products. I absolutely love them and I miss them so much. Since that time, I have been on the hunt for new skincare products to replace them. And I've tried a lot of things and I didn't like most of them. It's not that they were bad products, they just weren't right for me. I'm okay with the stuff that I'm using right now. Some of it I really like, some of it I'm okay with. There isn't anything that that I hate at the moment or anything, but I'm still on the hunt for a couple of new products that will fill in the gaps that I feel that I still have right now. Overall, I feel that it's soothing enough and it's getting me through the winter, which, you know, is really the worst for a lot of us. But yeah, so here are the products that I'm using right now, and here's what I think of them. So for cleansing, right now I'm using this product. It's BURT'S Facial Cleanser, Sensitive Skin with Cotton Extract. It's this one right here. Let's see if we can get this clear. There we go. So it comes in this big giant tube. This is a big giant tube, especially because I have been using this tube for a very long time. I've probably been working on this same one since like October or November or something like that, and it's February now while I'm recording this, and there is still this much left of this product. I don't know if you can see there, you can kind of see the product line. Oh, it's on the other side. It's like right here. That's not a shadow, that's how much is still left inside. And I'm not really that wild about it, but I have a ton of it, so I'm gonna keep using it because it's not bad. It's just I have this other cleanser that I know that I want to try soon, and this is still going, and I refuse to be wasteful. But yep, so what I like about this and what I don't like about this. What I like about this is it gets your face clean. It's really gentle. It doesn't irritate my face most of the time, and it seems to pretty much take off. It doesn't take off makeup and stuff, but I use one of those fluffy microfiber kind of erase your face type cloth thingies, so I don't really need it to take off makeup. This I feel after I've used one of those things, if I wear makeup, which I actually don't do very much anymore, but if I have it on my face and I use that thing, then this is all I need afterward. I don't need to use any makeup remover products or anything like that. Yeah, so I'm using this. This is extremely thick and creamy, and you don't need very much of it at all to do your entire face. So I do love that it lasts a super long time. I do like that it really doesn't strip your skin, and it does get your face clean enough. You know, without, it may not remove makeup or anything, but I don't need it to. So it does what I need it to do like that. What I don't like, I actually do like a cleanser that isn't that thick. I can deal with a light lotiony type cleanser. I prefer one that has a bit of a bubble. None of the ones that are rosacea friendly that I've tried have an actual foam. That's anything that bubbles that much has some sort of surfactant or something in it that is irritating to crazy reactive skin like mine. But this is so thick and creamy that even on my very dry skin, I can't even completely tell when it's all gone. I'm just used to the feeling of it now, so I know when to stop rinsing. But it feels like once you put it on your face and wash it, as you rinse it off your face, there isn't much of a difference. It feels like there's a layer left behind. And that's probably a really good protective barrier. It's probably very well designed, but I don't like the feeling. It has no fragrance that I could detect anyway. It just smells kind of like nothing. I mean, it has a smell, but it's not like a fragrance smell. It's just sort of like there are ingredients in here. There's a substance in your hand and you can smell it. Oh, and this does have one of those little symbols on it, and it says that basically like once you've opened the container, you've got 12 months. So like that's a good thing because this lasts so long. This really, I can't believe how long this lasts. Yep, I am really looking forward to finding another cleanser though. As much as this one's fine, and if I had no alternatives and I had to just keep using this, I would be fine with this. It doesn't feel great, and if my skin is irritated, this is heavy for it. So once my skin is already flared up and irritated and things, it feels like I'm putting butter on it. So it is a little bit much for that, but overall, regular everyday use, okay, it's fine. So once my face is all clean and patted dry and things like that, my next phase once a day. I wash my face once to twice a day, depending on how completely aggravated it is. Twice a day is normally better, but if my face is extremely sensitive, I'll just wash it once a day, which doesn't feel right to me, but it's what my face seems to demand. So the next phase, once a day though, because you only need to use this once every 24 hours, I use it in the evening, is this. You've seen me talk about this before if you've watched a lot of my other videos, and if you've read, I think, in blogs, and I've definitely posted on social media about this. This is the ZENMED Support Serum Anti-Redness Solution. Vitamin C and natural seed formula. I love this. I love this product. I wasn't in love with it when I first tried it. Now I am. I will continue using it for quite some time, regardless of what other skincare products I'm using, what other moisturizers or cleansers or anything like that. This fits right in. I've used it with other ZENMED products, and they're really decent products. This is the one that I really love. I know that I'll use it for a while because I actually have one after this. I have this much left of this one, and then I have another one in my cupboard as a backup. I tend to buy them 2 at a time to save on shipping. But yeah, so I really like this. It doesn't do anything with my permanent redness. Nothing does. Light therapy actually made that a little bit more pale for a while, and then it stopped. So, not stopped working, but it just seemed to have, like, it could help this far, and then, like, that's it for how much redness it could take down. Still loving the light therapy, by the way. I'm just not including it in this particular video. But yeah, I do like this. I can use it if I have a flare-up. I can use it if my skin is not flaring up. If I have those little pimply things, the pustules or whatever they're called, they look like whiteheads, but they're not. If I have those, because my skin is just unbelievably in a bad mood, I can still use this on it. The next morning, my skin looks better. Oh, I did this out of order. Okay, so before that, I should have mentioned this. I don't know, it's like I don't know how to wash my own face. You've seen me talk about Rosewater before. It's basically normally what I do while my face is still even damp. I'll usually spritz Rosewater all over. I have Rosewater. There are 2 brands that I really like. One is just the stuff that I find at my grocery store. It's in the floral waters and things like that, because it's actually a flavoring. The key is to actually find Rosewater that the ingredients say basically distilled water and rose or something like that, those should be the only ingredients, because there are a lot of rose flavored water and it's just food flavoring. That's not the same thing. You want rose and water, and that's it. And that's what you got here. This is an actual skincare company that does it, and they have like a pretty bottle and stuff. It's Love North Rosewater. This is a beautiful product. It's the same thing that I would get at the grocery store, only it comes in a nicer package, and it's got its own sprayer and things like that, because I have to transfer the Rosewater that I buy at the grocery store out into another bottle so that I can actually use it, so it's not this big sauce bottle kind of looking thing. And when I've got a freshly cleaned face, I spritz this all over and sort of pat it in with my fingertips, just sort of spread it around, make sure that all of my skin gets all the love. And then once that's kind of has a chance to sink in a little bit, that's when I go for the serum. So that's the order of things. Sorry about the mix up there. And right now, as a moisturizer, because I haven't really found one that I like very much, I've tried quite a few, and they're either too heavy or too light, or they don't do anything, or they irritate my skin, or they make me itchy, or they break me out, or all that stuff. So right now I'm falling back on, it is Rosehip oil. And this one is from Divine Essence. It's a company that really works hard to have very, very, very good quality products, so I trust them. They sent me a sample of this quite a long time ago, and this was decent for me. It was a little on the heavy side, but I think that was during the summertime that I was trying it. So I've just been replacing this one because it's available to me, and I knew that it was, you know, it's pretty gentle and it's moisturizing enough for the winter time. So this is my top layer, and I just well, it's got a dropper thingy, so I just put a few drops of it, I think around 5 maybe, and spread that really gently and pat it into my entire face and let that sink in a little bit. It does take a couple of minutes to sink into the skin. It feels a little oily at first, but then it absorbs right in, and then that's it. So right now, that is my skincare routine. So basically, wash my face, spritz my face, serum, moisturizer, and this is about as basic as my skincare has been in a really long time. I am looking to replace my cleanser. I do want a better a cleanser that I like the experience of more, but this is good for now. Again, good for now. Totally gentle, non-irritating, and moisturizing. It's just not exactly the full benefits that I normally enjoy. And that one's better for nighttime. I find in the daytime it's a little bit heavy, especially if I want to put something else on top, sunscreen, or even if it's a day that I'm wearing makeup or something like that. That's what I'm using right now. That's what I like and am not as much of a fan of. I hope this was interesting to you. I have had a bunch of recommendations in terms of moisturizers, and I have a handful of new products that I'm actually going to be trying over the next little while to review. So that'll be exciting to actually get into some new stuff. But yeah, so that's where things stand right now in terms of my rosacea skincare. Super simple, that's how I like it. So I hope this was an informative video for you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, and that way I will know. And if you want to see more videos like this and you haven't yet subscribed, I hope you will. And if you want to be notified when I put up a new video, then please click the little bell icon. And other than that, I will see you next time.